It's 12:34 and I can't sleep, so I'm gonna read The Book Thief. I'm gonna try and finish this in like 2 to 3 nights and days. Let me read what it's about. Like, I don't really know what it's about. I just know that it's narrated by Death, which is like so fucking interesting. And it does not say very much at the back. Like, that's all it says. Prologue, a mountain range of rubble in which our narrator introduces himself, the colors, and the book thief. Death and chocolate. First the colors, then the humans. That's usually how I see things, or at least how I try. Okay, so that's the first little thing. Here is a small fact. Oh my god, you are going to die? Yes, I love that. I'm starting part 1 right now. The Grave Digger's Handbook, featuring Hamel Street, the art of showmanship and iron-fisted women, a kiss attempt, Jesse Owens, sandpaper, the smell of friendship, a heavyweight champion, and the mother of all questions. I wanted to share these 2 lines. The only thing was that a boy who hates you, a boy who loves you. Immediately my mind went to Nate Jacobs. Also, I read for like an hour and it's 1:31 now, as you can see over there. And that's a dog barking, so I'm gonna go and sleep. I'm starting a little early today because I didn't read at all the whole day, and I'm reading it at midnight, or well, starting from midnight. And my plan is to get like more than 100 pages in. I'm almost 50 pages in. This is the bookmark. How much do you like this book on a scale of 1 to 10? And then it has a scale on the other side. Anyways, I'm loving the narrator, which is Death. I'm loving Death. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. And I'm gonna continue reading. It's 12:52 a.m. and that's How I Met Your Mother. I love that show so much. I finished part 1. I am now gonna be starting part 2. I'm really liking the book so far. I forgot to mention, fuck you. I was just scrolling through the book and I saw this. There are these like diary pages. I'm so excited to get to that part. This is part 2, The Shoulder Shrug, featuring a girl made of darkness, the joy of cigarettes, a town walker, some dead letters, Hitler's birthday, 100% pure German sweat, the gates of thievery, and a book of fire. My hair looks like shit and we're recording, so it's been so long since I last did an update, so I am this much in. As you can see, it's 7:30 on Sunday, February the 20th, and the last time, I don't even honestly remember the last time I filmed anything. Part 3, Main Camp, featuring The Way Home, a broken woman, a struggler, a juggler, the attributes of summer, an Aryan shopkeeper, a snorer, 2 tricksters, and revenge in the shape of mixed law. eyes are creepy. There are 4 eyes staring into the camera right now. This is part 5, The Whistler, featuring a floating book, The Gamblers, A Small Ghost, 2 haircuts, Rudy's Youth, Losers and Sketches, A Whistler and Some Shoes, 3 Acts of Stupidity, and A Frightened Boy with Frozen Legs.
Mania.
Part 6, The Dream Carrier, featuring Death's Diary, The Snowman, 13 Presents, The Next Book, The Nightmare of a Jewish Corpse, A Newspaper Sky, A Visitor, A Schmanzeller, and A Final Kiss on Poisoned Cheeks.
It's been a long time since I did any reading, so let's talk a little bit. It's been a shit show, this video. I am more than halfway through this. I just have this much left, which is still a lot, but this book has been such a roller coaster for me because my exams got in the way and I had to stop reading it for a long time. But it's just so easy to read and get into that I've been flying through it. I wasn't even 100 pages in before my exams, and now I'm like almost at 400 pages. I love that. I really like the sense of humor and the way it's written. These little extra boxes, they're like on almost on every page, and they're like breaking the fourth wall, like they're talking directly at me while telling the story. So it's really been interesting. In part 6 we got like a couple chapters called Death's Diary, and those were so interesting because they're not in any way related to the main story of the book Thief, but they tell us about death. It's interesting. My favorite character has to be Liesel's father, Hans. He's so good. He's just good. With her, with his wife, with Max. Oh, and I really like Max too. It's been so shit for him, and yet he still treats everyone so well. Like, he can't really treat them badly. It's so good to see them interacting. Oh, and Rudy. Rudy is so good too, to see Rudy interacting with Liesel. They're such good friends. They're so funny together. Liesel, let's talk about her, because she's the main character, and I have a thing, like, I always end up somehow not liking the main characters. I don't love Liesel, but she's not bad. I don't hate her, because usually I always hate the main characters of all the books I read. Not all the books, but most of the books, but this one's good. Max made Lisa a book. I can't remember whether it was for her birthday or for Christmas, but he made her a book. It's so cute and it's so good. It's about him, and like she's also included in it. He ripped up the pages of Hitler's book, painted over them, and then made his own book. That is so good. That is genius. At the end of part 5, I really thought that Max was going to die, but he didn't die. He hasn't died yet. I really don't want him to die. Also, we know that Rudy is going to die soon. Why?
Part 9, The Last Human Stranger, featuring The Next Temptation, a card player, The Snows of Stalingrad, An Ageless Brother, An Accident, The Bitter Taste of Questions, A Toolkit, A Bleeder, A Bear, A Broken Plane, and A Homecoming.
Couple favorite lines from part 9. It kills me sometimes how people die, says death itself. For some reason, dying men always ask questions they know the answer to, perhaps so they can die being right. I see their ugly and their beauty, and I wonder how the same thing can be both. Still, they have one thing that I envy. Humans, if nothing else, have the good sense to die. Again, says death itself.
Part 10, The Book Thief, featuring The End of a World, The 98th Day, A War Maker, Way of the Words, A Catatonic Girl, Confessions, Ayla Herman's Little Black Book, Some Ribcage Planes, and Burning Snowflakes. This is it. We are here at the epilogue, The Last Color, featuring Death and Liesel, Some Wooden Tears, Max, and The Handover Man. I finished with this. I really love it, and I did not think I would. I just went to what I wrote right after I finished. What the fuck? I just finished this book. Max is alive, and he meets Liesel again. Rudy's dad is also alive. Not gonna lie, I almost cried when it was described how Rudy died. That was so sad. I just didn't want him to die. I feel so sorry for Liesel, but I liked how we got to know how and when she died. She died very old. Also, everyone, or well, most people she knew died on the same day, so it was so devastating when she found out and when she was saying goodbye. She definitely loves Hans more than she loves Rosa, but me too, so it's okay. Like, he's the best character, I would argue. My favorite character is Rudy, but Hans is a close second. Yeah, Hans is the second, and then, maybe Max. I don't know, one of those two. I also like how after everything, the mayor's wife came and Lisa lived with them. He was just explaining how he writes and stuff and how he wrote this book, how he knew he wanted to put in drawings and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. He said something about death being the narrator. He said he's telling Liesel's story to prove to himself that humans can be beautiful and selfless and worthwhile. He said that's why death is trying to tell us Liesel's story. It's so good, the book. I really love it, and I love the writing. My one complaint is that the next chapter should have been a lot longer. I wanted it to be a lot longer, but we kind of just glossed over it. Like, he made us think that Max died in like the middle of the book, and then he doesn't die, and then he makes us think that he dies again. This man made us think that he died again, but he didn't. It's so cool how he just brushed over it. I do not like that, but other than that, I fucking love this book, and I can't wait to read it. Baby.